All right, to graph the inequality here, it helps to know something about quadratic equations. If I rewrite this quadratic equation, setting it equal to 0, I get 2x squared plus x minus 15 less than 0. I know that that's a parabola that's facing up. Looking for probably factors of negative 30 that add up to um, factors of negative 30 that add up to 1. So that's probably going to be 6 and negative 5. So when I factor this thing, we're going to have 2x squared plus 6x minus 5x minus 15 less than 0. And this is where I want to group and factor, so I should have waited to put that in there, so that's like that. And now I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor, so pull out a 2x, leaves an x plus 3, factor out a negative 5, leaves an x plus 3 less than 0. And notice that we can regroup this and pull out the factor of x plus 3, which is going to give us x plus 3, and what's left is 2x minus 5 less than 0. If I were solving this now, if I set this to equal to 0, right, like that, then I know I have x-intercepts at x equals negative 3 and 5 halves. So my partitions, or what separates these is something here at negative 3 and 5 halves. I'm going to put a little mark there at 2.5 so that we know that's what we're looking for. Now the question is, where is this shaded? Now remember, this is a parabola that's going to look something like this. Right? So some of it's above the x-axis, some of it's below the x-axis. With the inequality, we're trying to find out what is below the x-axis. That's what that less than sign is all about. Okay. We'll work with this particular equation right now and plug in some points. So let's choose 0. 0 is the easiest one. So test 0, x equals 0. So 2 times 0 squared plus 0 minus 15 is less than 0. Is that true? Negative 15 is less than 0, so that's true. And we pretty much know that if this area in between 3 and 2.5 is true, then out here outside that's got to be false and false. Now if you're not sure about that, go ahead and test it out. Convince yourself that's the case. We're going to want open circles or round brackets here at negative 3 and at 2.5. So we're not including those numbers. And then everything in between. Interval notation is going to look like this: negative 3 to 5 halves, and done.